season 27, episode 3, and it was a doozy. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this episode 3, wild. You know, we saw the preview. It started off, you saw Zach invite Katie to stay the night over on what seemed to be a one-on-one date, which, in watching the episode, we found out that was the case. We also saw in the previews a distressed, crying Christina. We'll get to that soon. And we did also see a bit of skydiving, something quite frankly I think is crazy. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So the ladies are all sitting around. Jesse comes in. He says, this is how this week's going to go. We're going to have 2 one-on-ones and 1 giant group date. All is well, or so one would seem. Katie gets the first date. Looked incredible. It actually happened that same day that Jesse said or announced how the week was going to go down. So Katie gets the first one-on-one date. Zach sets her up at the National Museum. This looked incredible. I got to give a shout out. And actually, you know what? Here's the real thing. The thing that I wonder, this is just a side note. How is this man going to keep up this style, the level of romance in which he is introducing to all these females? Just a thought. Anyways, they had their date at the museum. It was wonderful. They went, checked out all the artifacts. They had dinner. Katie opens up, lets them know, like, you know, I've never experienced anything so romantic or this much romance in general. He's mind boggled. They continue to have dinner. He invites her to stay the night. Now, as this is going on, you know, it's getting late. All the girls back at the mansion, they wondering what's going on. Why is she out so late? All that good stuff. Maybe not good stuff, but now, upon first glance, you know, you see the tent, the 2 beds are apart. There's a table in between. No harm, no foul. After they cut away from their date, you hear the audio of Katie saying, how about we push these beds together? Ooh, child. Zach, of course, obliges. Can't blame the brother. And that's the last we see of that. Okay, so meanwhile, back at the house, you've got the envelope on the table. Christina opens it up, announces the names of the individuals who will be going on the large group date. Now, obviously, as the camera pans around, everybody's hoping for that second individual date. It goes to Allie, no problem. Everybody's all good. Now, let's not forget or not miss, Zach continues to be a makeout artist throughout the course of this. Not so much on the group date, but definitely taking advantage on the individual dates. And I mean, yeah, good for him. Good for her. Good for all of them. Good for everybody in this situation, you know. Let's fast forward to the group date. This group date was pretty dope. You had San Diego Chargers legends, Antonio Gates, as well as Sean Merriman. Guy was a scary individual while playing linebacker, you know. The premise between this date was the Bachelor Bowl. That's right. The winning team would head out to the after party. The losing team would head home back to the mansion, and they wouldn't get to see Zach until the cocktail party. So right off the hop, it appeared that we had an injury. I can't remember who it was who was down. But anyways, it appeared that we had an injury. Turns out everybody's all good. I think it was Anastasia. That's right. She went down, appeared to be hurt. She got up. Everything was all good. We had Genevieve for the yellow team tearing it up right off the hop. Scores on, I think, what appeared to be the first play from scrimmage. In the end, the blue team would prevail. They would get to hang out at the after party with Zach. From there is where the drama ensues. The winning team head out to a little place, I think it was called Cabinet of Curiosities. They got to hang out, mingle, chill with Zach, have a little one-on-one time. From there, you know, we had a few people breaking down, essentially. So what have we learned from this season of The Bachelor so far? When you get some one-on-one time with Zach and you go in for a second round, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye. Bailey, she couldn't keep it together. That's right. All she could probably think about was the fact that he forgot her name the first night at the after show. She flew off the handle. Let me say, maybe not flew off the handle, but she flew off the handle. Asked to talk to Zach again, interrupting somebody else. And he told her, he let her know straight up, baby, it ain't working. You got to go. Boom. Bailey out real quick. Zach comes back to the group, hands out his rose for the date, gives it to Charity. She is feeling great, ecstatic. She was having doubts before. Leave it to Christina to kill the situation. That's right. She straight up says, well, I'm just shocked I mean, I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think it was going to be me or something to that sort. And the rest of the girls were not having it. They look at her like, baby, what you doing? Is you crazy? What's wrong with you? What are you saying right now? Incredible. Couldn't believe it. Christina showing her true colors. And she, from what I could see, honestly looked perplexed, as if she didn't know what she did wrong. She perhaps does not have the ability to read the room. And you know what? It cost her. Because the next day, Zach decides to cancel the cocktail party in favor for a pool party. Good move if you ask me. Now, everybody's out there. Looks like they're having fun. He goes to have a chat with Brianna, whom got America's Rose, and she decides that she has got to leave. But she didn't do so without giving up some valuable information. You know, she was saying she just felt like she couldn't open up. She wasn't feeling comfortable. And that was because of one individual. I don't know if you remember this, but if you look back to season or episode 1, you'll remember Christina made a comment. One that maybe, you know, most people wouldn't find too difficult. Perhaps she was joking. Anyway, she made a comment about hating Brianna. And it's like, baby, why you gotta come off so hard? Anyways, Brianna tells Zach a lot of the girls don't feel comfortable with Christina around, all that good stuff, that kind of situation. So Zach does his best, nips that situation in the butt. He says, you know what? I've been talking to some of you girls here, and some of y'all got issues with maybe one, maybe two certain individuals. First things first, he brings Christina back, tells her what's up. She has a meltdown. Can't believe it. Full-blown meltdown, like she couldn't possibly believe what they're saying. This is outrageous. Even though she's been confronted, she damn well knows how everybody feels. Confronted on multiple occasions. Brings Brooklyn back, talks to Brooklyn for a hot minute. She explains like, yeah, this is what's going on. Ain't nobody feeling it. So when it comes to the rose ceremony, the roses are dished out to everybody except for Christina. That's right. Christina Mandrell is done. She gone. And perhaps, or hopefully not, the drama, because this was a good episode. You know what? I even skipped over the whole skydiving thing. Whatever. It was a good date. Good for them. I mean, Allie was happy. She did reveal to Zach that she's a type A personality. I don't know how that's going to go in the future, but anyways. So we still have remaining Jess, Gabby, Ariel, Genevieve, Greer, Kat, Kylie, Davia, Anastasia, Brooklyn, and Mercedes, the pig farmer, who joined Charity, Allie, and Katie in the circle of safety, is what they like to call it. The circle of safety. I want to add a little tidbit. It kind of looked like Christina was trying to get a kiss up on him before she left, and Zach was kind of like, no, you don't get none of that. But anyways, that's episode 3. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for episode 4, week 4, coming up next Monday after the Super Bowl, the Monday after the Super Bowl. So look alive, folks. It's been your 5-minute fix.